Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm working on Duro-Chrome 672. It's missing a screw. It's locked up, so I want to open it up and see if it's just dirty or if it's trash. I do not have a Duro-Chrome like this. It's made kind of like the Protos. It's kind of made like a 5449 Proto. Let's see what the inside of this looks like. Oh, it's just dry. Actually looks in really good shape. Oh, I gotta drive that out. I don't want to drive that out, do I? If I take this apart, see, you can take that out and pry this out. The problem if I do that, can I get it back together? Because I can't get parts for this anymore. I don't want to take something apart that I may not be able to get parts for. Try a different little screwdriver here. I mean, I can punch, I could use a punch and tap it, but I was wanting to save as much material . Yeah, that ball bearing's dry. Man, is it dry. Let's see if I can get this apart without damaging anything. Let me get another little screwdriver and see if I can get under there and pry up a minute. Let's see. Oh, no, that's too, I think that'll be too much. What I'll do is if I can get this off, I can yeah, it's coming slow. There it goes. What I'll do is when I put it back on there, I'll take a hammer and peen that over and make it. Oh yeah, that's good and flat. No damage there. Oh man, it's dry. Nasty, nasty dry. Look at that. I wonder why that is designed with a stop there but not on the other side. Look at that. Is that dirt or is that designed like that? I'm gonna put that on a wire wheel and find out. You can see the wear pattern is just, it needs to be cleaned real bad. Plus, when you put this back down in there, this rides like that. It needs to be really tight. All this needs to set because that sets down in there like that, and that has to be really tight. You don't want any play. There's a little bit of movement there, but once you put it in there and tighten the two screws down, and then you put this on there and peen that, you shouldn't have any problem. That's why it was locked up. The screw, if you don't have both screws in them, it leaves it at an angle. Man, that's trashy. Let's see here. Let's try to clean the little ball bearing first. see. Yeah, it's got some staining. Not bad though. I wonder if I can hold this enough and take that 1000 grit wheel and just kind of polish it a little bit with that 1000 grit fiber wheel. I bet I can. If I don't shoot it across the building. Let me get the magnet here. And this Duro-Chrome I think got bought out in like 64 or something like that. I don't know how much longer they made tools after that, but they were one of the big 9 I think back in the early 1900s, or 1964. Yeah, they were around for a long time. Started around I think 1908, somewhere around there. Anyways, I'll look it up. I think Duro-Chrome also there for a while made they made Craftsman tools for a while. Yeah, this thing's in real good shape. You can still see the mill marks. It's just whoever had it didn't take good care of it. I probably have 40 ratchets I need to clean of different kinds. Go through. Some of them I work and some probably don't. See, I'll polish this up, but you can see that just, it's not good shape. You can see the mill marks. See, it's not really in bad shape. You can still see some of the original mill marks. So just needs a thorough cleaning. Go to the wire wheel and see what we got. In the estate sale on this, the gentleman passed away. He was in his 80s. So most of these tools he had were of good quality, age, and they were older tools, so I'm not complaining. It's a usable tool. And I'll clean the inside here. That's where this rides. Make that a good smooth finish. I'll use the fiber wheel on that. Let's go to the wire wheel and give these a brush off. Just using the fiber wheel just to clean it up. That fiber wheel will make it smooth down in there and clean up to where there's no rough edge, to be smooth and shiny. I'll finish that and show you what I got. All right. I used the fiber wheel. I used a 200 and then a 1000 grit just to polish this up. Did the back side here. I cleaned the inside up real good, if you can see. So everything is silky smooth. Okay, as best I can. I mean, this is not precision. This is not, you know, a BMW with tolerances on bearings that are so tight it's unreal. But this is the best I can do with what I have. And it is really smooth against there. So everything should fit and everything should work really well. There's a little bit of play, but that's not going to hurt it. When I put everything together, it should, you can, there's something you can do. If you ever run across a ratchet that's got a lot of end play, I mean a lot, like this is not much, but I've seen some with, you can take a, I've used a plastic milk carton and cut it and made a shim, and that glided in there really well, and it's worked. Matter of fact, I still got that ratchet. I use it every once in a while. But you can get rid of some end play. I've seen some that have a lot of play like that moves in and out, and you can buy a metal shim, you can buy some brass shims, but I've used nylon milk carton, a plastic milk carton, and it worked really well. So anyways, let's put this silly thing together. And I did, on the ball bearing, I did clean it with the fiber wheel and got a lot of the rusty, cruddy stuff off of it. So that will help. Well, that's surprising. That spring, well, it's got a lot of tension on it. A lot of tension, man. Let's pull you back out for a minute. Let me put a little grease on the metal to metal contact here. Using Mobile One grease, if anybody asks. You can use oil, you can use whatever you want. I find I like the grease. It makes the gear quieter when it keeps it from clanking as much. Someone says, well, grease holds dirt. Well, oil holds dirt. And number one, I don't drop my, I don't use my tools in the dirt and the mud. Rare that I have to use my tool outside, so it's not like I'm leaving it out there in the mud. Once in a great, I mean a blue moon, I will work on a water pump, a trash pump, or a irrigation pump somewhere, and that is rare. I try not to do that kind of work anymore. I don't like being waist deep in mud, filth, trying to fix a pump because some idiot didn't know how to clean the screen. Make the idiot clean it that did it. Too lazy to get his butt down there in the hole and clean out the pump screen. I wonder if I can push this like this. Yeah. Whoa. Well, yeah, I can, but it slid out on me. Come here, ball bearing. Ball bearing's got so much grease on it now it's sticking to everything. My idea is going to work. I don't remember ever having one of these apart before, so bear with me. I may have to get more grease. Come on, stick. I may have to hold the gravity's pushing it down. The selector switch is on this side, so I have to have that end of that pin. Uh-oh, come on, ball bearing. Don't fall off. I'm trying to push that. Ah. I think I can do it without a lot of force. I may have to hold it up, see if I can keep it in the camera and do it. Nope. So let's do it the redneck way. I was just trying to do it maybe a little easier, but I guess this will be better. I'll use this little tool I made to compress the spring in the ball bearing. Yeah, I was just doing it the hard way. Yeah, see? Oh, it wants to come out of there. So before I go any further, I better grease my gear. Darn it, I should have thought of that. It's wanting to push it out. Tell you what, hang on a second. Let's see if I can hold it with this. There, that'll hold it in place while I grease this big gear. Doing it backwards, guys, sorry. What I should have done was grease this, put this in there. I bet I could have done it. I don't think I've ever done one of these before. So I'm kind of guessing here. It's going to be a nice ratchet. Let's see. I think it's a 30 or 32 tooth ratchet. Now, got to hold everything back together, pull it so the ball bearing doesn't just pop out on me like it did. Yep, the ball bearing came out. Oh well. Let's do it the way I planned on. Now I need something to hold this up just a little bit off the table. Compress the bearing and just press the bearing and the spring. Fingers are sticky now with the grease. Come on. I need to go, that hole's not making in the bottom. There it goes. Whew. See that if I lay it flat on the table, that little pin was pushing up, so I was trying to keep it from doing it. And you can see the original, the way it went, and then this is the outside, just like that. Now I've got 2 new screws. I'm going to put them in, put them all the way through, and then cut them off with the Dremel. And I don't have to worry about putting Loctite on them, because once I cut them off, they will not back out, because of the cut end will keep it from backing out. I got grease all over everything. we'll just set that on there temporarily. Ooh, that's gonna be, I may have to file the edge of that a little bit to paint it over. I may not have to. If I tap that with a hammer slightly, let me cut these screws off. Well, let me check something first before I go any further. Let me make sure it's selector. Yeah, the selector switch works. It goes left and oh, it's smooth too. You can see, look the ball, the anvil moving just a little bit. Cool. Come on, don't go down. I don't want you to go down on there yet. Oh, shoot. Oh well. Let me get the Dremel and cut those screws. I've got 5 Dremels set up, but I don't have enough outlets. I'm gonna have to make some outlets. Boy, that thing sings. Sings ain't the word for it. Cool. Now, let me put this over in the vise and I'll tap this down. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's put this stuff out of the way. I am going to save that screw I took out of it. It's grease. Let's go ahead and throw a little bit of wax on it. I have to get another towel here. This thing's getting nasty. And this is not, I mean, I spent what, 45 minutes on this. I'm sure it's not, I may have to clean that edge up. Just, that one's good. That one's got a little sharp edge. I mean, this is not a brand new tool by any means, and it was locked up, but it was locked up because it was dirty. I mean, it was just filthy inside it. And you gotta remember, where I got this from, this estate sale I bought these tools from, this was a dirt floor shop. And those of you that don't understand that, if you have never been around a farm community, a lot of these barns around here where I live, they're dirt floors. Some of them have wood floors in them, but there's a lot of dirt floor shops around here. And the shops were barns. They started off as hay barns or cattle barns or hog barns. Anyways, looky there. It's quiet. Works good. Looks decent. I mean, you can see I didn't do the best polished job. I really didn't. I didn't care that much. I just want a good functioning tool that looks halfway decent. All right, I'm not sure, my battery died. But anyways, Duro-Chrome 672, I believe this is late 60s, early 80s. Duro-Chrome, I think, went out of business in 1990. I said 64 earlier, but I was wrong. I think it's 1990. But yeah, I got a pretty good little tool here for, I don't know, I think I bought a bunch of stuff from that estate sale, and I got maybe $1.70, something like that maybe in it. I have to check it. I'm gonna go ahead and peen this down just a little bit more. I'm gonna take a punch and peen the top of that and flatten that out just a little bit, because there's a little bit of play. See how it moves? I don't like that. So I'm gonna eliminate that play in that switch. But it's a good use tool, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you can see I didn't do a very good job of polishing. I could have done better, but I'm not worried about it. It's just a good use tool. It feels good in the hand, actually. It's a little broader, it's a little thinner here. It's kind of made like a proto, the design. It's a little different in the paw assembly, but all in all, it's in great shape. Internals are really good. So some of this old stuff like this, Industro and Duro-Chrome was the same company for a long time. So if you run across any of their tools, it's actually good stuff. It's I think Duro-Chrome started like 1916 or 17. Not sure when Industro came in the picture, but they were the same company. But anyways, if you run across these brands, some of the old USA brands are actually well made. They're good products, and they're easy to disassemble and clean, like this one. And it's super smooth. Once I take the little polishing wheels to them and fiber wheels and clean them up, and they work great. Now mind you, my tools do not usually wind up in the mud and dirt like these, but all these tools that I bought from this estate sale, the buildings, the barns that these tools came out of, had dirt floors, and one had a wooden floor. And part of it was dirt. So, you know, the tractors and everything that they were working on, you could see where the equipment was. It was in the dirt. So that's probably why a lot of these were so far I've cleaned 2 of these or 3 of these now, different ratchets, and they were all loaded with dirt. So I'm sure every time he dropped them down the ground, didn't do anything except, you know, wipe them off with his hand and just keep going. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I bring back old junk tools back to a good usable condition, and here's a prime example right here. Y'all have a good day.